I always uncross my legs from their natural crossing, just while I sit. I like to smoke because it helps me focus in a little bit more. So now, I'm going to start just by connecting with my breath before I bring any heavy intense movements. And try to not give any attention to the puppy. I like to place my hands on my body. Helps me also stay focused and present of the task at hand, and as for me to focus on my breath. So I can feel where I'm breathing, where I have any openings, where there might be any tightness. I just ate not that long ago, so I'm going to keep it pretty easy. Also, this is my new place. I get a basement, so not so many windows, got lots of bright lights. Do some gentle cat-cow with my body. And this way you guys can see it a little bit more. I like to wiggle my spine back and forth a little bit. Take inhale and exhales as I do little micro circles. Nothing too intense. So today I'm enjoying bringing my opposite pec to my opposite knee. So it's like my left boob and pec area and chest, and including the shoulder, but keeping the shoulder back. I inhale, it's a slight twist as I roll forward, engaging my neck forward. Keeping the belly nice and long, not just dumping into it, still engaging the core. And pushing out through my tailbone. That's kind of what's actually pushing me forward, is pushing me out through my tailbone, pushing that left hip down and back as I bring my chest forward. And to the opposite side. And you can keep rocking back and forth if you like this spot here. Do a slight little back bend if you like, or you can keep it long. Generally, I like to exhale and then do a little cat after our cow, and pushing into my knees, onto the palms of my hands, but not into the wrists, because you never really want to put in the wrist. I really like to engage my hands, so I'm still pushing more through this part of my hand. So exhale, pushing, slightly rounding the back and the belly, allowing my head to drop with the gaze, and not just scrunching over. I'm really keeping my neck long and pulled up here still. So push and push. So push with the hands, and then pushing with my chest back. Okay, let's try that again. So inhale, pulling chest forward, pushing with my tailbone back. Exhale, bring it into the hands, the neck and the chest back muscles, bring it back. Once again, you can sway out here. Exhale, I'm going to inhale back up. And then I like to go the opposite side once in a while. Exhale, reversing the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now with the breath, when you're reversing it, there is like a proper way of allowing air to come in while you inhale. That's, I wouldn't say proper, I would say a more fuller way of engaging the body that will allow more air compared to exhaling through something, and vice versa. But yet you still need to bring air into the body, and so I like to reverse the breath, and that's something that has allowed me to bring air in different tight spots. As soon as I reverse the breath, I got some nice pops in my neck. Which aren't always the nicest. I wish they wouldn't be there, but it's nice that my body's aligning. Okay. Feeling pretty loose now, so I think I might do some cat-cow movements still, just because it's bringing the pressure off from my tailbone and now more into my chest area, different areas of focus essentially. So I like to lift my hands going back and forth, making sure I'm not once again dropping the weight in the wrist and really opening up my fingers like I'm about to grab something I really want to. There we go, and opening them up. Rocking back and forth sometimes, lifting up the palms, leaving the fingertips, and coming back like I'm about to pounce on something, pulling myself with my hands all the way into my chest muscles forward. Okay. Feeling a little tight in my shoulders and neck, so I think I'm going to focus on rolling out there a little bit, dropping my gaze, moving my shoulders in little circles, still keeping my hands engaged. Okay, and my neck. Nice deep inhale, engaging my core to bring more strength to my upper back and neck. Exhale, bending into the elbows, drop down my neck and my chest a little bit lower. Inhale, engaging my core, elongating. Exhale, elongating my neck, gaze is down at the ground, pushing into the tops of my feet still, even though you can't see them. There we go. More room. Ooh, my hands are sore, so I don't want to sit in this position for too long now. Yeah, that's a nice little break. Let me sit on my heels. For this pose is really good for digestion, or if you just want to avoid cat-cow. My current status. I'm still keeping my core engaged with this position. You really got to elongate your tailbone. There we go. There's sacrum. Oh, a nice stretch to the lower back. Curled over my toes to increase flexibility while I'm doing this. I don't always like to just passively sit. I'm very about efficiency. Sitting on my toes. nice to go deep sometimes. Just get lost in your own flow. So I didn't instruct that part. Some of my favorite poses. Just grounding through the hands in like a cat-cow. You could bring both knees down. Let me see if I can get a better angle here. And then I really enjoy putting one foot out. Keeping the grip between the legs and the arms. Keeping the core engaged. Pushing out through the heel. Lifting it up. Doing some ankle twists. I try to twist out my ankles almost every day. Usually I'll find myself in bed, right about to fall asleep and doing it. Okay. I try the other arm now, or the other foot. And since I'm back on my wrists again, I have to keep lifting them up to keep my hands engaged, since I still have some poor habits. I get one focus and stop thinking about the other. So it's like, oh wait, I'm twisting out my foot. I should probably push into my arm again. I'm pushing into my foot. Oh, forgot to push in my arm. Like that. So constantly going through. And the more you do this, the easier it'll be to remember what body parts are prone to lax again, not hold the intention. Taking out, like my hands have water on them, just splashing it out. Okay. Lifting, I really just made this up right now. Just lifting up one knee like the other, like I'm walking, but through the front of my hips. Slight back bend, engaging the core. Keeping the elbows back and together. That was fun. My food's settling. Alright, what else do I want to do? I want to do some more stand-up stuff. Just get some distance here. Okay, Google, change lamp number 2, color baby blue. There we go. Soften it up a little bit. Alright, I'm a little tighter than I would like to be. So let me start by going straight down compared to picking a side. And I'm going to grab a block. These blocks are my favorite and they're a lot of fun. Especially for this tight yogi who has not been practicing yoga every day. Well, I do kind of do yoga every day. I at least spend 30 seconds with my body. Typically I just stand there and do a lot of mountain pose. Bringing intention into the body. Kind of what I call yoga. I do that multiple times a day. But I haven't done a practice like this in a while. So, for someone who's pretty tight, and wants to give their body more ease, give it a little bit more compassion, blocks and straps are your best friend. So right now I'm just kind of rocking back and forth. Not even rocking, just moving my butt back and forth. To rock, I can lift into the feet. It's nice. I'm gonna go deep. try to keep your bottom stable in the center. Breathing in through the core, letting the belly drop. I currently feel it in my hamstrings, so I'm just going to stay here and start working my feet to breathe into my legs. I was going to do more side-to-side stuff, but this feels way too good not to bring it forward. So I'm going to do a plank and then downward dog. Let's get these socks off though. Give me a better grip without them. Okay. So starting in plank, I like to rock back and forth, up and down, and push through my heels, my ankles, more through my toes. Exhale, bring it down to a downward dog, bending into the knees. I wanted to hang out with downward dog, but knowing that I ate earlier, I was like, I should not be upside down too fast or too long. So, even though I wanted it, I had to take what was best for my body in that moment. And I really enjoyed that stretch too. It was like a dolphin deep downward, or dolphin cat cow. Sorry. Okay. Make sure this is plugged in all the way. It doesn't like to charge.